Okay, you see the phone number in the title? That's the Capitol Hill switchboard. It's actually not too bad today. I think it's upper 40s, low 50s. I forget. It was windy a little bit earlier, but as long as the wind isn't there, it's not so bad. But it is certainly desolate here. There's very few people. I mean, this is Washington and holiday time, Christmas. Dynamic comics, yes. But it can't hurt, man. I mean, I don't know. These people in Capitol Hill, they're all making a couple $100,000 or whatever. When half the country makes less than 50,000, and they're the people making less than 50,000 are getting screwed. And the pandemic and all this other kind of stuff, and they're playing politics or whatever the hell they're doing up there. But they say they're getting closer, but until it happens, it's not happening. And that's why learn to do that. Actually, I got a wonderful letter from Let's Go Help member. She said she called her senator because she couldn't get her IRS check, and the senator called the IRS, and then the IRS called her, and she got her check. Wow. See, these people have power up there. So don't be afraid to use these people, and you could use that phone number I got up there and just say, hey, I live here, and they'll figure out who your congressman is. So you have one congressman and two senators. So you got 3 times that you could go, and more people, that are club members are figuring out how to use this. The fat cats all use the hell out of these people. And because we live in a democracy, you have a much right to use them as, some billionaire. And that's what this town is full of, is people, and that's what I used to work for. I used to charge them thousands and thousands of dollars to do the same thing that I charge you $20 for. It's all marketing. And I would do it for nothing, but I got to keep my bills paid. How do I become a member of Let's Go Help? You go to www.letsgohelp.com. And we're starting up unit sections there. And there is so much money now still available from the last stimulus check that all the states and the counties and the cities have to get rid of by the next 3 weeks. They have hundreds of billions of dollars yet. That it's use it or lose it is really what's going on. So we're trying to educate our members, and through YouTube, non-members, about that and how to check it and where to check and everything. It's all local officials. I mean, you could always check your local elected official. You could always check, what is Aunt Bertha's new, auntbertha.org. They have a new name now. I forget it is. And the 211.org. All those are good places. Again, no one place has everything. So that's why, you go your county, your county government, you find local nonprofits, you talk to people. The way to get things is by talking to people that are in that business, doing that stuff. I'm legally bound resident, Washington City, contract one. Oops, I messed that. Everyone, especially, I've contacted DDS, do you know of nonprofits to help legally bind people that are on Social Security and need assistance? What kind of assistance you need, Samantha? And that's it. If you're in the district, call Eleanor Holmes Norton's office. See what they can do. And see, all these things, you try to talk to people. And then you try to get sources from the people you talk to of other sources. It's like, you see in the movies or whatever, the police going door to door. Hey, did you see something that night, about that accident or whatever the heck it is? It's really going door to door and asking other people and getting leads for more people. That's what it's about. But this stimulus stuff, I mean, it looks like we're probably maybe going to get $100 billion, and that $100 billion, because I think the Senate said they want to do it, and Nancy now says that's okay. But the problem is the $1,200 is not even in that. the $1,200 stimulus check. As far as I could see, what they're talking about for that, the only $900 billion, that's not there. It's PPP and some extended unemployment, and they're also talking about going retroactive for unemployment, the extra. And I think that $900 billion has $300 a week extra, and they want to go back. And right now, I think it's only at the 1st of December or something. Other people want to get back to a couple months or whatever. I got approved for rental relief and the landlord did not approve it. Not sure what else to do. Okay, you got approved for rental relief. Landlord didn't want to do it. That's a call your elected official. Go to your congressman locally. If they don't do it, do your state rep. I mean, that's disgusting. And I don't know why. I mean, every case is different. And also, here's where to go. Just Shelter, JustShelter.org, justshelter.org. They have a tab in there for community resources. In the community resources for California, you'll see maybe 20 or 30 free legal services. So you stay in your apartment or house or mortgage or whatever. That's the other thing with this $900 billion. There's no more mortgage forbearance. All that disappears, or foreclosure. All that disappears unless your state has something. But that Just Shelter, JustShelter, that's a good place to learn about what your legal rights where you are, how to get the legal help, how to get free legal help so you don't get thrown out of your house, okay? JustShelter.org, O-R-G, okay? And they have a tab there about community resources. And it's all nonprofit. There's a lot of good people in this country doing good work. Justice You. I am curious if you have come along any Oregon opportunities. I really watch your videos. And yes, everything I talk about is also in Oregon. It's also everywhere. And what I've been doing too, if I remember, after I do this when I get home, I put in the discussion, in the description under this video, will be a step-by-step on how to find local sources for what state you're in, okay? Let me say that again, because a lot of people, you'll go look at the notices, that people leave messages. They'll say, what about Albany? What about Indiana? What about this? What about all things? Okay, I'm gonna, in the discussion, in the description, there'll be a step-by-step how to find the people locally where you live, okay? So that's important. I know it's confusing, and the whole goddamn world is confusing. That's why you gotta laugh, man, because it is. Finney, I'm famous. Yes. and if you don't laugh, man, you're not going to get out of this alive. Well, hey, guess what? You don't get out of this alive anyway. So that's why you might as well have fun going through the mud, whatever it takes you. And it's fun to try to learn. The world is going to change whether you like it or not. And it's going to go on. It's like a river going through. The river's coming by. You're either going to get in or try to fight that river and turn it back. Any grants in Maryland? Of course. Any grants in Maryland. Okay. It takes work to find out. Okay, that's right. To get you started, that's what I put in the description. I have 3 videos that tell you how to start finding all that stuff and how to keep up with it too. And that's important. We all need help, and I know there's so much help out there, and that's why I cannot think other places can I contact for assistance, weatherize my home for disabled. Yes, another good place for seniors to check is Elder Care Locator. Elder Care Locator, okay? You contact them. If you put in eldercarelocator.org, you'll find, how to find your local. There's a 800 number, national 800 number for Elder Care Locator. You call them, they'll tell you your local office, the area office on aging. That's a place to start. But again, it's not everything. That's just one place. Then you have to keep going, let's go for president. No, I'd have to work every day. This isn't work for me. I can make a fool out of myself. Everybody will be trying to tell me not to make a fool out of myself. And not to be crazy, because it's not respectable of the president. Well, after the current president, maybe I could get away with it. But to me, I found something I want to do for the rest of my life until I die, if that's this afternoon, or I hope maybe I got 15 more years. And it's fun. The feedback has been terrific from you guys. That gives me more energy than ever before. I'm not worrying about feeding myself or sending my kids to college anymore, or all that stuff as a younger person that used to plague, on your brain. And so it's just to see how many more people. That's not the Senate number. They'll tell you the Senate number. There is a different number, but you could use that for both, because that's the switchboard. Or put up the Senate number. If you have the Senate number, put it in the whatever. What do you well, you write in the chat, so put it in the chat there if you have it. You have to take CV-19 vaccine to get stimulus money? No. That's all kinds of stories you hear. Don't believe anything until you talk to the person giving out the money or the person giving the vaccine. Everybody else is full of shit. And we live by that kind of stuff, hearsay and maybes, and when I can see you in that old question mark suit. Oh yeah, see, these are questions and hearts. I got lots of them. I'm getting more. Look at some old videos. I still have them. I wear them every day still. This is my running outfit. And I don't go out much anymore either. But my cars have question marks on it. Got it in it, and they're getting pretty old. I got a little yellow Mini Cooper with black question marks. I like yellow, but you used to wait, love your out, great. Armando, where do you find the suits? I get them made in Vietnam now. Yes, I remember the first time I came, I ordered it online somewhere, sent them measurements, and they make them. And the box came from Ho Chi Minh City. And when I saw that box, holy shit, these people were trying to kill me 30, 40 years ago. Now they're making my suits. And yeah, now, but I have, they used to silk screen them. And now what I do is have 3D printing fabric. Now that's cool. Sort of like this. This is 3D printing, this t-shirt. I send them an image, and these make t-shirts, they make one t-shirt for you for $30. That's the kind of technology that's available. Well, they could make 2 yards of fabric for $30 too. And I get that, then I send it to Vietnam because they make them for $50 after I send them the fabric. So I spend more on the postage than I do on anything else on that. I recently started my own non-profit business. Oh, by the way, I just came up, look at my video I just put in about how to start a nonprofit for $275. I called the IRS to see about that because I'm not a nonprofit, never was or whatever. And yes, and it was easy to get. And there's a simple form to fill out, and then you send it to the IRS, and they approve it or not. If it's screwed up, you could call. They have experts. They'll help you if you have any question. And look at what I showed you. I mean, it's like 3 pages. Fill in the blanks if you want to be a nonprofit. Boy, these experts who are charging you $5,000. I was talking to a lady at the IRS who helps you fill out the form if you need it. And that was this morning. I just called her out of the blue at 8:30 this morning, and she answers right away. And I asked her all these questions. Great. You're going to go and Google. Somebody's going to charge you $200 an hour for that. Now you have to fill out a state form too, but this is the hard part. If the IRS says it, you got the holy water, and you're on your way. And this is amazing. I mean, you start saving the world. And that's what. Google to me is putting roadblocks in your way, to do things in life. So you think you have to pay thousands of dollars. No. Thanks for watching your videos. I'm my own boss. Good. Thank you. We need to call this number now. Yes, call that number now. And find your senators. Call them both. Tell them, you son of a bitch, don't leave home without it. Don't go home without passing some money, man. Everybody's hurting terribly out there. And these people, I don't know. It's beyond me. How can they, when the neighbor's house is on fire, and this is what image I have. These people are putting out lawn chairs and watching the fire. Why? Now, the only thing important to do first is to put out the goddamn fire. Let's argue later about why it was caused. That's just immoral to me. That's why, to me, people just worry about if it's illegal. They don't worry about if it's immoral. And that's why we call it Christian country. Bullshit. We have kids starving, people thrown out in the street because they can't pay the rent. And we say, well, it's legal. As long as it's legal, it's okay, isn't it? That's why you can screw your neighbor as long as it's legal. And that seems to be the way. Well, it seems like, in God we trust? I don't think so. I don't think so, right? Well, listen, remember, I think what I'm excited about right now, I'm getting some help to start these unit sections to show all the stimulus money that is already available. See, the government is still, your local government's still spending the old stimulus money. That's still available. So I'm trying to educate people how to take advantage of that before the new stuff comes out, because it's use it or lose it. And that's the important part. There's a lot locally, your county, your city, your state, nonprofit organizations. Call your library, okay? Ask them, instead of asking me, where do I go in my city to find out if there's rent really? Call your library, call your elected official. Where do I go? I can't pay the rent. Who could help me? Just start calling people. People want to help people. Don't call. It's bad, I think, to call. Hey, I need a grant for $10,000. No, just say you need help. Please say you need help, because we all need help, and people want to help each other. People don't like greedy people. You're greedy because you have to. Your back is against the wall. But just ask for help politely, and keep asking for help politely. You'll find stuff that I don't even know that's there. And that's why it's such a big universe out there we don't know. And be creative and use other people's ideas to take another lead. Ask them, where else can I go? Call your elected official. Maybe you'll get someone there that'll help you. They solve these problems all the time, elected officials. It's whether you get them on the right time, whether you get them, that they're not doing something else, or they're late for their lunch. I don't know if people do that anymore. You can't go out to the big fancy restaurants. They're all going out of business. And that's why they want to give more money to restaurants, to stay in business. But how about people are going to be thrown out of their house? I don't know. But that's the game we're in. Learn. I mean, trying to play, I think, is just a hell of a lot more interesting than putting your covers over your head and pretending it's not there. It's there, and it's shitty. And nobody has the right answer. So get out and wash yourself around in it and see if you can figure something out. Why not? Nobody's got the answers. And the more input you get and the more possibilities you hear about, the more things become a little clearer. If you talk to just one or two people and that, put you in one direction, then you see other directions. And then the puzzle fits in a little better. And you'll see that they're all crazy and they all don't know what the hell they're doing. And they all don't care about you either. So that's why you think it's the end of the world if something bad happens. Nah, it's just another step. I've been bankrupt. I've had 2 failing businesses and whatever. And what used to bother me was that, people think I'm a failure and everything. Nobody cares what happens to you. They're too worried about themselves. And it all happens to everybody, so just, fall down, pick your ass up, and let's do it again. Okay? See you tomorrow.